Okay, now I'm going to work through some worked examples using the remainder theorem. So I've cropped this straight from your textbook. It says use the remainder theorem to find the value of the remainder when this polynomial is divided by x minus 2. So instead of you doing the whole long division for it, you can just take the x minus 2 and go if x minus 2 equals 0, then x equals 2, right? So P of 2, as in when I replace the x's with 2 for every x in here, I will get the remainder. Let's do that. 2 cubed minus 3, 2 squared plus 2 plus 6. I know you are so far used to using times, as in you would actually write 3 times 2 squared, but I think using brackets actually helps you see where I've replaced things. So I'm just going to do that for now. Now just simplify this, actually analyze it. That 2 cubed is 8, 3 times 2 squared's 12, plus 4 plus 6. So that'll give you 8 minus 12 is minus 4, plus 4 is 0, so you have 6. Therefore, the remainder of P of x when it's divided by x minus 2 is 6. Okay? Done. Now for B, same thing. You're dividing this polynomial by that, and it says use the remainder theorem, so you're going to use the remainder theorem. Sorry guys, 2x plus 1 equals 0, then x equals minus 1 on 2. So P of minus 1 on 2, replace every x with minus 1 on 2, equals negative 1/8 plus 1 plus 4, which equals to 4 7/8. Okay? So therefore, remainder is 4 7/8. Done. Now the other, slightly tricky question you'll get is when you've got a polynomial like this with an a in it, like an unknown constant. The a could be 10, it could be like 10,000, 5.2, whatever, is divided by x minus 2, and the remainder is 4. Find the value of a. So you just use the remainder theorem for this by thinking, okay, if x minus 2 would mean that P of 2 equals 4. Because the remainder, as in, if I put 2 into here for that polynomial, then it would spit out a 4. So P of 2 is 4, okay? And you divided P of 2 because you divide it by x minus 2. Yeah? P of 2 is also so substituting it in, and then it gave you 12a. So you know that 4 equals 12a. Therefore, a equals 4 on 12, which is a third. Done. So these are the types of questions that you will receive. But note that, this method is so much easier than using, long division. But we were only able to use the remainder theorem in this method because it said use the remainder theorem. But in the booklet that I gave you, some of the worked examples were find the remainder when dividing P of x by 2x plus 1. In these cases, you can't use the remainder theorem. You actually have to do as the question asks and use long division because it says you have to divide it. So you just need to be careful when you use each method, okay? You can't just use the remainder theorem all the time just because it's easy, because you need to actually answer the question the way that it's asked you to.